What if I told you that everything you think, feel, and do is controlled by something that weighs just about 3 pounds and which is the most powerful organ of your body? That's brain. Hi, I'm Dr. Vishal Pawar, a neurologist with over 12 years of experience. Welcome to my YouTube channel where we will explore the fascinating world of neuroscience, break down complex brain related topics into simple, easy to understand insights, and discuss the latest advancements in brain health, neurology, and well being. So, let's take a look at how our nervous system works. Something that controls everything we do, from walking and talking and to thinking and feeling. Our nervous system is like the body's communication network. It's divided into two main parts, that is central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. So the central nervous system includes the central structures, that is the brain and the spinal cord, which is located in the vertebral column. So think of it as the control center of your body. It makes decisions, it makes you think, it processes thoughts, it sends out commands. So then we have the peripheral nervous system, so which is also we can consider it as body's messenger system. It includes 12 cranial nerves. So these are the nerves which originate directly from the brain, and we have 31 nerves which are, we call it spinal nerves. These are wires which are originating from the spinal cord, that is they are 31 in number. So these wires connect the brain and spinal cord to the muscles, skin, and internal organs. Now let's talk about a special part of nervous system called autonomic nervous system. So there is something called voluntary nervous system which is under our conscious control, and there is something called autonomic nervous system which works automatically without you having to think about it. It controls all the things your body does on its own, like your heartbeat, your breathing, your digestion, and even your sweating. Now let us look at this autonomic nervous system. What are its parts? Firstly, the first part is sympathetic nervous system, and the second is parasympathetic nervous system. Now the sympathetic nervous system is a warming up system. It warm up your body, that is your flight and fight response. When you are stressed or in danger, it speeds up your heart rate, it opens up your lungs and gets your body ready to quickly respond. Now there is another system which is a cooling down system, which is also called as parasympathetic nervous system. This is also called rest and digest mode of your body. It slows things down, helps you relax, digest your food, and sleep better. So both the systems work in balance, and one prepares you for action, that is sympathetic nervous system, and the other helps you to recover. And here is the best part. Simple things like deep breathing, yoga, and quality sleep can help to keep this balance healthy. So to keep the balance between these two, that is warming up system and the cooling down, it's very important to follow certain lifestyle measures, and understanding how your nervous system works can help you take better care of your health, especially when it comes to issues like stress, headaches, vertigo, and more. Now let us look at brain from another perspective, that is evolutionary perspective. Have you ever wondered why we sometimes react without thinking, or why emotions can take over our logic? One simple way to understand this is through the Triion brain theory. So what does this theory say? This theory divides the brain into three parts. Each one has its own role, like layers that developed over millions of years in the evolution. So at the base, we have the reptilian brain. This is the oldest part of our brain, and it controls most basic functions like heart rate, breathing, body temperature, and survival instincts. It's all about staying alive, so it is a survival mode This part of the brain which is present in the brainstem, it keeps us alive. So on top of that sits the limbic system, often called emotional brain. This part handles emotions, memories, and our response to things like fear, love, and pleasure. It's the reason a smell or a song can bring back strong memories. And finally, the newest layer is the neocortex, also known as thinking brain. This part helps us with logic, decision making, language, creativity, and planning. It's what makes humans capable of complex thought. So, in a way, our brain has a built-in hierarchy. The reptilian brain, which keeps us alive, it works instinctively with reflexes, it just in a survival mode. The emotional brain connects us to feeling. For example, all the mammals or pet animals, they do have certain emotions. So they have emotional brain. And as a human being, we have evolved and we have thinking brain that helps us to reason, to give a logic, to become consciously act on certain things. Understanding this can help explain a lot, like why stress can shut down our ability to think clearly, or why emotional regulation is key to mental well-being. Now let's talk about something fascinating, the left brain and the right brain, and how they work together to make you. Your brain is divided into two halves, the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere. While they look similar, each side has specialized functions. The left brain is your logical side. It gives reasoning, it works with logic. It handles language, numbers, reasoning, planning, and step-by-step thinking. It's the part you use when solving maths problem or organizing your schedule. The right brain, as opposed to the left brain, is your creative and emotional side. It's responsible for art and music, intuition, imagination, recognizing faces, and understanding emotions. This side of the brain helps you appreciate beauty, pick up on moods, or visualize your ideas. But here is the key: they don't work alone. Both sides constantly communicate with each other through a bridge called corpus callosum, allowing you to think, feel, move, and express yourself in a beautifully balanced way. So no, you are not just a left brain or right brain person. We use both the sides depending on what we are doing. Understanding how these brain functions work can help you improve everything from decision making to creativity and emotional intelligence. Let's talk about something that keeps your brain talking to your body. That's neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters are tiny chemical messengers in your brain. They carry signals between brain cells, and each one plays a unique role on how you think, how you feel, how you move, how you react. Let's start with adrenaline. It's often called the fight or flight chemical. It's released in stressful or exciting situations, making your heartbeat faster, your body more alert and ready to act. Then we have noradrenaline, which helps improve focus and attention. It prepares your brain and body to respond quickly and stay alert. Next is dopamine, known as feel-good chemical. It's linked to pleasure, motivation, and movement. When we do something enjoyable, dopamine is released, making us want to repeat that behavior. It also plays a key role in addiction and reward pathways. The next chemical is serotonin. Serotonin is your mood balancing neurotransmitter. It helps regulate emotions, sleep, digestion, and overall well-being. When serotonin levels are low, it can lead to anxiety or depression. Now let's talk about GABA, your brain's calming chemical. It slows down nerve activity, helping you relax and stay calm. It also plays a role in motor control and vision. Low levels of GABA are linked to anxiety and restlessness. Acetylcholine is important for learning and memory. It's involved in attention and also control muscle movement. Then there is glutamate, the most common neurotransmitter in the brain. It's essential for learning and brain development. It helps build new nerve connections, but too much glutamate can cause overexcitation and damage brain cells. And finally, we have endorphins, your body's natural painkillers. They are released during exercise, laughter, excitement, or even after eating something you enjoy. Endorphins create a sense of euphoria, reduce the feeling of pain. There is also one chemical called anandamide, often called bliss molecule. It interacts with your body's cannabinoid system and influence your mood, appetite, memory, and pain relief. So in short, neurotransmitters are like the brain's internal messengers. A balanced mix of these chemicals helps you feel calm, focus, and be happy, energetic, and mentally sharp. Let's take a moment to explore something incredible, your brain. It's the most powerful organ in your body, and each part of it has a unique role to play. Let's start with cerebral cortex, the outer layer of the brain. This is where thinking happens. Logic, planning, and creativity and consciousness all come from here. The frontal lobe, located at the front of your brain, controls movement, language, decision making, and social behavior. It also helps with motivation, eye movements, and executive functions. Basically, it helps you plan, focus, and stay on the task. Next is the parietal lobe, found near the top and back of your head. It processes sensations like touch, pressure, and pain. It also helps you understand space and helps your body move smoothly with coordination. At the very back of the brain is occipital lobe, which is all about vision. Everything you see gets processed here: colors, shapes, and motion. Just above your ears is the temporal lobe. This area handles the hearing, language, and memory. It's what helps you understand speech, store memories, and recognize sounds. Now let's move deeper into the brain. The basal ganglia are a group of structures that help with movement control and coordination. They are especially important in conditions like Parkinson's disease, where there is less secretion of one neurotransmitter, dopamine. The limbic system, it is emotional center of your brain. It plays a key role in your feelings, behavior, and memories. Right in the middle of the brain is the thalamus, your brain's sensory relay station. So all the sensations coming from the body are relayed into this part of the brain, that is your thalamus, and the processing happens, and the sensations are spread to different areas of the brain. Just below the thalamus is hypothalamus, which controls body temperature, hunger, thirst, sleep, and even hormones. It keeps your body in balance. The brainstem connects your brain to spinal cord. It controls vital functions like breathing, heartbeat, and consciousness. As we were discussing, brainstem is nothing but the survival area. It's the reason you stay alive without thinking about it. And finally, the cerebellum, at the back of your head, which controls balance, coordination, and speech. It fine-tunes your movements and helps you maintain your upright posture. Every part of the brain works together like a team, keeping you thinking, feeling, moving, and living every day.